Parental discretion is advised.
Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
Ladies and gentlemen, for Wrestling Mayhem Show 304, live from here in Mayhem Studios. Who sniffed?
Couldn't even get through the intro. Damn it, Rizz. Do your coke after the show.
Yeah, thanks, Rizz. Thanks, Rizz. Hey, we're at Mayhem Studios here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
My nose bleeding?
What?
Is my nose bleeding?
Your nose is bleeding?
No? Okay.
No, it isn't. I'm Sorg, and we're back again. And with me is, from Corpus Christi, San Antonio, Texas. He's back!
I'm switching it up. I'm throwing you off, Sorg, every single week.
And he has a mouse cursor right in his face.
I do. Hey, mouse cursor, get out of the way, bitch.
Oh, you should have left it there. It was
More
an improvement.
It worked for him? Okay.
Yeah, it was an improvement.
All right. And also, from south of Pittsburgh is Hotwheelz leading the way to another episode.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I am Hotwheelz 316, and I just ran over your ass.
Oh. And also, joining us again, man of 1,000 shows, Rizz.
Wow, I look very much like Evan Bourne in this picture.
Oh, you're high?
I'm very
suspended.
You're high and suspended?
Yes.
All right. And also from Johnstown, PA, Bobby F. J. Town. Wait, why are you Bobby F. PGH? This isn't right.
What, Johnstown?
Oh, that was from back in the day when April Fool's joke.
Your April Fool's joke has made it through today.
Yeah.
J. Town. There we go. There we go.
I survived another flood to come on the show for the first time in 2012.
There you go. And on the couch is Chachi of ChachiPlays.com. We are doing a telethon right now. Where are we at, Chachi?
We need $193.
We need $193. And what happens when we reach that $193?
Well, it's actually a two-part thing. At $193, we reach the halfway point of this year's goal of $3,000.
For ChachiPlays.com.
Yes, for ChachiPlays.com. So that'll put us at $1,500. In return, I am going to release a picture of me in a dress and or bra.
Definitely and.
Yeah.
I vote for and.
I'm pretty sure we have one or the other.
Yeah.
And now this is not a new picture.
No. This is not a new picture. This is like a 12-year-old picture.
Yes.
But there's
What,
only...
you were 12?
No, I was 17.
Okay.
And they call me the fetus.
But
How much do you have right now?
we're $193 away
From 1,000?
from $1,500.
1,500. I think if you reach 2,000, I think you should play the entire 24 hours in a dress.
No, see,
No.
I actually kicked that idea around. That was the original idea. That if we reached $1,500 within 2 weeks, I would play half of the event in a dress.
You know, I need to look because I might still have video of you in a dress.
Yeah, but that video's terrible.
Yeah, but still, just for what it is, it would be worth it.
But yeah, so $1,500 by midnight, and you get a 12-year-old picture of me in a dress and a bra.
Wait. You at 12 years old?
No, we already did that joke.
Okay, weird.
Let's moving on. And also with us tonight,
It just sounded weird.
Again, was a joke.
Also with us tonight is my button's not working. Basick Sickness has joined us. Rick Topping, how you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing well. It's a beautiful night here in the Sorg Studios. Having a great time.
Now, you are the guitarist with.
I am officially the guitarist with Basick Sickness.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping busy with that. That's for sure.
Of course, Basick Sickness provides our theme every week here on the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Absolutely, I'm thrilled to keep doing that. I hope to actually get you guys a new song relatively soon. We're working on a new record as we speak. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know when it's going to be out yet, but we're working on it and working on a couple titles, and it's going to be a little different, but not too much. You know, keep the hip hop thing going with a little bit more rock. Since I've got that whole metal background, so it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time.
I love
for sure.
how heavy everything's been going lately. By the way, with Basick Sickness stuff.
Yeah, it's it seems to have perked up the audience, especially in Pittsburgh, because there's a pretty good metal scene. Not to say there's not a good hip hop scene, but it's really perked up the ears of a lot of people. And I think, having the entire live band play out with the drums and the bass and the guitar, and showing people that we're more than just a studio act. We can do this, and we can do it well. I think it's brought things to the forefront, and it's really helped us out a lot.
Excellent. So everything's over at basicsickness.com. And those albums are free to download.
Yeah, all the albums free to download from 1 to 3, including the remix EP, and the new one will be on there. I don't know. I'd say within the next 3 to 4 months, it'll be done. I believe it's going to be called "You Son of a Bitch." That is the name.
I like it already.
I love that.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's a good start. Go check them out.
That's an exclusive, by the way. That is an exclusive for this show. And it will be called "You Son of a Bitch." If you think about it, the first record was "Spreading the Sickness," and then "Get Some," and then "Before It's Too Late." So it's "Spreading the Sickness," period. "Get Some before it's too late, you son of a bitch." So that's sort of the plan behind it. We're not 100% confirmed on that, but that's the idea. We're actually putting out one more video from the last record before we do this, and that'll be out shortly because, well, you'll see. We'll post it. You guys will see it.
Excellent. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll talk some wrestling. And everybody go check them out. They've been great supporters of the Wrestling Mayhem show with the theme and everything, and some other projects here at Sorgatron Media. So give some support back. In the meantime, though, you can communicate with us here. We're here every Tuesday live. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live.sorgatronmedia.com. And you can also hit us up at Mayhem Show on Twitter. We're on Facebook, on the page and the open group that's been hopping lately. On Google Plus, where we do the Google Hangouts every Monday night. During Monday Night Raw, you can come over there to join us.
Just don't show us your penis.
Don't show us your penis. That's the only rule we have.
Unless we ask for it.
Unless we ask for it, but no.
Wrestlefan.
Either way, it's against policy. But yeah, plus you can hit us up at our email address.
Good time.
That was the weakest
bad.
one yet.
That was horrible.
Good times. Lunchbox isn't here.
I guess so. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. And you can also hit us up at 412. I just lost it.
Oh, no.
We have a number that's on WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can call us. It's on our hotline.
And it's on the app, too.
And it's on our app that Rizz has got right back there. It's $1.99 on your Android market, Amazon App Store, including the Kindle Fire, or your iPhone.
412-206-WMS0.
You never call yourself, so.
I know.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Exactly.
I don't
So we're going to kick it off like we always do with the fan mail.
I got
Who's
it.
got the first one?
I got
Chachi?
it. I got it. I don't got it.
And
There we go.
The height of preparation here.
Yeah. Well, I had it, and then I was checking the total, and then it just didn't want to load.
I love they gave me the number in the chat room.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. That's why you didn't get the numbers.
Nope.
You got WMS0.
Yep.
What's up, hot dog? It's the DJ Lunchbox here. Since I will be having painful dental surgery during the show, I thought I would drop a line to the finest podcast to ever pod, the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Just a few quick notes. Evan Bourne is suspended again. Little do they know, Bourne is made of pure sugar, which throws off all sorts of tests. He pees unicorn blood and sprinkles. You know how hard that is on a lab tech? John Cena plus violence equals good stuff. Now pick up that chair and show The Rock a good time. John Laurinaitis annoys me in the same way that Mike Adam Lee annoyed me. It's not as a heel, but as an annoyance, like a loose tube that you know will be gone before too long, but just keeps hanging on. I couldn't hear any of the first segment over my giant boner. Thank you, Vicky, and your majestic cleavage.
her boobs did grow in that for 1 week.
I don't care. Chris Jericho is a delight. Royal fucking Rumble. Have a good show. Papa Lunchbox.
Is he on the painkillers for this one?
No.
No?
This would have been pre-painkiller.
That's interesting.
That's, yeah. I want to see post painkiller.
Exactly.
It's going to be very hypersexual.
What?
What?
I don't know.
that
That's the
even
first
a
word that
word?
popped in my head.
What?
Hypersexual.
Okay. And we got,
Hypersexual.
Episode 304. Hypersexual.
and we got another one here. I think Wrestlefan, you wanted to read this one. Oh, wait, first, before we get
We got
to
a
that,
couple more.
Wait, hold on.
we do got a
we have
couple
one that
that
just came
that
in.
slipped in there?
I have a drug-induced tweet from Papa Lunchbox.
You do.
Oh.
Potatoes so good, you put your ankles in them.
That sounds like
Don't know what that
drug induced
means.
That does not sound like he's drug induced. That sounds like he is lunchbox.
That sounds like a Monday night.
Yeah,
He's ankle deep in potatoes.
He loves
he's
his
always
potatoes.
ankle deep in potatoes.
Loves his potatoes. All right. We had one from Mr. Sonic Screwjob, which he entitled Orton Barrett Wasn't the First Time. So it's this animated GIF, and we can have it here for the video people. Oh, we can't. It's cut off for some reason. So we see we're in an elevator.
No.
Somebody tries to snatch a purse and promptly gets suplexed in the elevator by a lady.
Nice.
Not just suplex.
That was a nice
She
fisherman
was
suplex.
going for the pin.
That was a
She had a good
fisherman
move on
suplex.
No, one.
Wow.
Bam.
That's
One.
the perfect plex
two.
right there.
Shades of
She
Mr.
grabs the
Perfect.
legs.
Yeah.
It's
Grabs the
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
This
she
guy's
was.
shoulders are down.
Yeah, she was
Yes.
going for the
Boom.
win.
There you go. There you go. So so there's
Cool.
that. And what else we got here, guys? Is there another one that slipped in there?
We have one that slipped in about 20 seconds ago.
Oh, geez, there it is. Wow.
Under the clock.
Yeah.
So, sight unseen, because this literally just came in a minute ago. First of all, I'd like to... This is from Big Freaky in email form. First of all, I'd like to address Rizz about something he said during the Best of 2011 show.
Uh-oh.
During the best of.
Oh.
You're in
Wow.
Rizz,
Rizz, you're
why
in the-
were
you're
you
in
so
the
upset
danger
that I
zone.
won the Mayhem for Contributor of the Year in 2010? I am demeaning your contributions. What?
What?
Oh, yeah. I'm demeaning your contributions, but when did Sorg reply something you sent in 4 weeks in a row? Jim Cornette telling Sorg off for choosing the Chikara King of Trios shows over ROH. What?
What?
If you remember, Johnny Gargano won the Mayhem for the interview of that year, and I provided most of the questions. I also provided other liners and content for the website. So why do you disdain? Why did disdain in your voice, Rizz, when you're talking about me, especially on my acceptance speech that made your top 5? Please explain to me how that was not entertaining. Rizz, defend yourself.
I don't know where to begin on this.
You know what?
Well,
I can handle this.
Okay.
okay.
As,
Tag.
Tag him in. Tag him in.
as 49% owner of the show,
And
I'm hereby revoking Big Freaky's Mayhemy win,
Oh,
Oh,
no!
and I am giving it to the Rizz.
Yes. Suck it.
Huh.
Boom. Handled.
Man.
Handled.
We haven't even gone to the Mayhemies
Nope.
for this year yet.
Handled.
I would like to thank everyone, and me. This is a great award that's been 1 year. I don't know
playing
what
you
that
off.
was.
Dun, dun, da, da, da.
I made the Hall of Fame too. What the hell? But awesome. So suck it.
Awesome. What else has he got? Now on a comment about me from last week's show. Words were put in my mouth. I don't think you have to watch all of wrestling to be a fan. However, I do think you should enjoy what you watch. Frankly, for some of you guys, it's so critical and harsh of WWE and TNA that it doesn't seem to me that you actually enjoy most of what you watch. LB, AJ, and Chach come to mind. Believe it or not,
you don't
I
call
truly
him
believe
Chach.
LB and Chach.
Did
Why
you
is
just call him Chach?
Or more Chalk. CHAC. Chalk? Are you Chalk?
That's another reason why he loses the
Okay.
award.
I
He can't
truly-
even shorten my
I
name.
truly
Chalky.
believe that LB and Chalk will enjoy ROH. It will give them something the big two don't focus on. Long-term storylines based around not just younger talent, but the entire roster that pays off with a conclusion. Well, since
Okay.
LB and AJ are not here to defend themselves, Chachi,
What was the...
you should be watching ROH because that's something you would definitely enjoy.
No, it's not. I've watched ROH.
You watched the recent television?
No, because I'm not up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and if I am,
Oh.
I'm playing Call of Duty.
That's a good
Fuck
point.
TV. If I'm up at 3 a.m. on a Saturday, I'm shooting or knifing someone in the face.
Wait. Screwjob brought up a good point.
Hmm.
Big Freaky's mad at me for putting him on my top 5.
Yeah.
He should be thankful that I put him there.
That's
First
right.
off-
You made a cut.
If I'm watching wrestling on TV, I want cohesive camera angles
Mhm.
that I can enjoy.
This is
I don't
crazy
want,
portion of the
and
show.
no offense to what we do, but I don't want the camera angle that's 30 feet away.
Well, do you want the ECW fan cam from
Right,
1997?
pretty much.
Okay.
I want to be right there.
Our
Okay,
RF
okay.
video special. That's what we want.
Yeah, I want to be right there.
Okay.
I want 12 guys running around ringside with cameras, getting the shots that I want to see.
You're making the argument for the production side.
Yes.
It's not the content.
No, it's
necessarily.
never been about the content.
Exactly,
It's
yeah.
been about the production. Listen to the show. That's why I get up and leave during the indie moment each week. I don't care because they don't have production.
It's our production.
Most don't have production. Josh.
Most.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it has nothing to do with the content.
Moving on.
That's
'cause he has a
fair.
few other gripes on here.
Quick
apparently.
Quick
Yes.
question before you move on.
Yes.
If Chachi were a hobo, would he be sidewalk chalk?
Yes,
Okay.
apparently.
And if he was
Alright,
a girl,
so,
he'd
he
be
used to
Sarah
be
Chalk.
Scott Baio.
He says, I don't watch every show that's out there. I cycle through what I like until I sink my teeth into something, which leads me to Hotwheelz' comment. He's sticking to everybody this week.
Why is he so
Hotwheelz'
angry?
comment about sicking through the bad,
Sticking through the bad to
sticking
get
through
to the
the
good.
bad to get to the good. Not only do I disagree, I think that mindset can cause even more disappointment for fans and hurt the wrestling business as a whole.
Oh my
WWE
God.
is a company geared towards entertaining children. As adults, you are not likely to enjoy angles designed for those under the age of 12. Dixie Carter has
God.
stated
Wait,
before
wait,
the
wait, did
TNA
he
is
watch
more
Raw
suited
last
for
night?
teenagers and frat
Can we
crowd.
just cut this email right now?
Ring of Honor is a company designed to appeal to more mature fans. So how often
Time.
do you think that you'll
Every indie.
Time out.
Okay.
I'm disqualifying this email.
Okay.
This email is DQ'd.
DQ.
Yes.
Seems like he wants us. Like,
WWE is not geared towards children. If it was geared towards children, they would have been out of business a long time
It's not
ago.
just children, but
Right.
it's definitely angled
Yeah.
towards children.
It wouldn't be on 9
WWE
o'clock at
is
night
geared
either.
towards everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you pick one target audience, you're done.
'Cause
End of story.
Really, who's being targeted by the Funkasaurus?
I am.
me.
I am.
Who
Real
is being
wrestling
targeted by that?
fans.
Are the
Real
people?
wrestling fans love the Funkasaurus, okay?
I think that it's the people that made wrestling so successful in the late 90s, 2000s. That's who they're targeting with that. The people that watched the Undertaker form the Ministry of Darkness. The people that watched that and ate up the cheesy but great gimmick.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I saw him come out, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then in the same breath, I said, "Wait a minute, this is great. This is different." I mean, I understand we did it with Flash.
Those
Funk.
girls can dance.
Those girls could really move their asses.
Yeah.
But I mean, we did it with Flash Funk. We did it with The Godfather. But when's the last time we actually did it? And I mean, I did expect him to be in slightly better shape. The man,
Hey, I was a shake.
the man looks terrible. But I mean, that paste on beard he has, it's perfect for a Funkasaurus. I mean, he does look like some sort of a meat eating Asaurus.
He did the dinosaur arms.
He did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The only new thing is doing dinosaur arms.
Yeah.
He's the new Kool-Aid man.
Next time he's come out to walk the dinosaur.
That was his homage to CeeLo Green when he was on SummerSlam.
Oh.
So yes, I'm not going to read all the rest of this because I think we see where most of it's going. But there is some positive in here, Chachi.
No, I doubt it.
Also, I feel more talk of other wrestling companies is good for the show. I enjoyed the segment where Steam Machine brought up Chikara. It was nice hearing you guys talk so positive about wrestling. Apparently, we never talk positive about wrestling. Now, listen,
Wait,
Never do we talk
Aren't we the
positive
sports
about wrestling.
And also-
entertainment wrestling show?
No,
Or-
yeah, that's exactly it.
Mayhem
I
show.
mean, we're gonna take the good and the bad, and we're a show of opinions. Not everybody's gonna have a positive opinion about everything. Wrestlefan does a good job, I think, spearheading the indie talk. And we try to have a little more of a discussion about that.
Shut up.
We've had a different name for it every time it's been mentioned
Well,
this episode.
indie moment.
No. I mean, in general, the talk about indie
freaking
wrestling,
indie.
letting people know what's out there, and we try to balance, like you've always said, we try to balance. I know a lot of people are going to come for the talk about what John Cena messed up this week, but we're hoping they stay and listen and pick up on something like a Chikara or an IWC or an RCW or a Ring of Honor or whatever else we come up with the news. If we want to get that deep into independent wrestling, then we almost need to have another show for it. You know, we can't, much like WWE is going the broadest common denominator possible and trying to cover all of those, we try to do the same thing here.
Yeah.
But
By the
less
way,
so
we're
because
not doing another indie show. No, I'm not. I'm not being screamed at for doing an hour of indie by Chachi.
Well, that's it. Chachi
That's the title of the show.
Screamed at by Chachi?
Screamed at an hour by Chachi.
I
while
swear to
doing
God,
indie.
Wrestlefan,
That could
if
be.
you do an hour of indie, I'm coming down to Texas and I'm beating your ass.
I mean, I think that's a good idea for a spinoff, and I've considered it for a while, actually. For the people that say, I want to see what's going on in indie wrestling and nothing but, you don't have to be a part of it. You don't have to be a part of it.
I'll quit.
Completely outside of the Wrestling Mayhem show.
I will quit.
Now,
I will pack
Big
up my
Freaky-
microphone and go
Big
home.
Freak is one. That's my microphone.
Not anymore.
I'll take the microphone out of the studio.
I will take the microphone, the stand, and the cord and just leave.
Lastly, on the Big Freaky rant train here, staying in this vein, I've been posting Chikara videos on YouTube on the Facebook page. Yes, I mentioned Sorg. I have mentioned I enjoy the barbershop. Yeah, it's really good shit. The Chikara is doing really good stuff with video online.
It's all themed around the fact that they have a referee named Jonathan Barber.
That's it.
Who is a fan of Marty Jannetty.
I mean, Marty Jannetty, I think, was in the promotion briefly here with Chikara. So I mean that's the kind of stuff I love, you know. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it, and I try not to say Chikara every week or anything like that. But I keep an eye on it, and at least what the podcast is doing, and now the barbershop, and I even watched the Throwdown Lowdown. You know, every time I see it, I don't mind
that at all.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I wish Natalie would come back, but I think she's pregnant again.
Pregnant.
She'll be doing those Throwdown.
But no, every time those come up on my YouTube feed, I do a watch later, and I watch them on my Xbox on the big screen. You know, that's how much I'm digging that stuff. And I wish more would do better video with their independent promotions than that Chikara does. And I think there's a lot that can be learned with it. I think, all ties aside, I think Justin Plummer has been doing a really good job with IWC Aftershock the last couple of episodes. He does those after every show that they have down there.
And they're very entertaining.
Yeah, I was even, I think I sent you a message earlier, Wheels. I was really happy with what I saw from Joseph Brooks up there.
That was great. I told a lot of the guys they need to start doing that.
Exactly. People are starting to get it and say, use this internet as a tool to get your promotion out there, because you are against WWE, but now you're at the same level when you're on something like YouTube where everybody's at, including WWE, TNA, whatever. So.
Right.
On that note, let's get to... Thanks, Big Freaky. Either way, agree or disagree, thank you, Big Freaky, for your input.
He's fun.
Chachi doesn't agree. We have one more fan mail here. Very, very dependent on indie wrestling, so Wrestlefan, take it away.
So I will take it. It's from an S. McGavin 4, who messaged us because he attended the last shows at the...
it could be Shooter. I'll just say it's Shooter.
Shooter.
I'm going to agree with the
I don't
chat
think
room.
WrestleFan gets the reference, but okay, let's go.
It's fine.
He's a beater.
He was at the last events for the ECW Arena, the shows for CZW involved, and he has a mini report that I'll read. He starts with Mayhem. I was at the final shows this weekend in the Arena, CZW and Evolve. CZW was a decent time with decent matches. Oha, I guess it's Oha Nation, is a name to look out for, and I promise you this, as is AR Fox. Now, I don't follow CZW much, but the main event was a death match between former owner John Zandig and current owner DJ Hyde. Typical stuff you expect, chairs and painted glass. Scariest part came when Hyde cut open Zandig's forehead with broken bits of glass. Quite the disturbing image.
Shit.
You can find the rest of the results somewhere on the net, I'm sure. Following that was Evolve. To start the show off, Low Key made what I believe was his debut in Evolve. He straight up murdered some guy and then put everyone on notice. Match of the night by far was Ronin of Chuck Taylor and Rich Swann versus the Super Smash Brothers. Very entertaining from bell to bell. Check out the DVDs of this show if they make them. The main event was Johnny Gargano versus Ricochet for the Dragon Gate title. Decent match, even though the crowd shit all over it. Johnny apparently got pretty hurt during the match. I'll be talking about that later in the Indie Minute. To close the show, Joey Styles hit the ring and brought out some old faces from ECW to celebrate. In doing so, brings out the CZW heels, saying the arena is their building and they are going to close it down. They hit the ring, out comes Balls Mahoney, numbers prevail on him, and he is then saved by New Jack and his garbage can of goods. He starts smashing the heels with items, just incredible, and then hits the ring and turns on ECW and caned New Jack. These actions bring out Sabu, and the crowd was wild chanting, "Sa fucking boo." A ref hit the ring and an impromptu match for Sabu versus Just Incredible starts. Sabu wins after throwing Incredible through a table. Joey Styles enters the ring and begins thanking the crowd when Sabu motions that he wants to address the crowd. The crowd is blown away and starts chanting, "Holy shit." Just as he's about to speak, Sami Callihan hit the ring and jumped him with a broken bottle, cutting his skull open. Sami goes to R-Truth him in his head with the beer bottle, and Sabu blocks, and the bottle flies out into the crowd and breaks on a fan. Sami continued his assault and then gets the mic saying that this is his house and it'll end when he says so. Tells everyone to suck their own dicks and hit the lights. Light goes out and fade to black, starts playing, end of show. Pretty badass way to end if you ask me. Push Sami to the moon. Also, item to note, Just Incredible was pretty much selling blowjobs as the fans were leaving. Not really, but you could see the desperation he had trying to get people to buy his autographed shirt and even the shirt off his back he wore during the match. I was disappointed. Well, that's all I got for now. Peace, Mayhem.
That's cool. And we also got tweets from, I know, Mayhem Missy during the weekend that she was down there. So I mean that was it was interesting that we got kind of the best and worst of wrestling between Evolve and CZW. It looks like.
Yeah, definitely two completely different companies.
To close out the building that had the best and the worst of wrestling over the years. I mean, this place has hosted like Ring of Honor when they were doing their HDNet TV tapings, a lot of Chikara shows. I went and saw King of Trios there 1 year. So
I know I was there 1 year for TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, God.
I mean, that building was the mecca of small sports entertainment, for the longest time, and I feel really fortunate that I had a chance to attend a couple events there. So
definitely, yeah. So to continue on here, sort of with the Indie Minute, also mentioning from that night, pro wrestler Jigsaw from Chikara tweeted, "Just witnessed the death match where the finish was a schoolboy. #CZW." So, it couldn't have been completely bad. Just to throw that out. Also, the next thing I want to mention is also sort of from that show. One of the things Gregory Iron tweeted during the night was, "Send your best wishes to Johnny Gargano. He suffered a back injury last night at Dragon Gate USA. Dude gives you his heart in the ring, give him well wishes." That was the big story. Johnny Gargano, if you follow him on Facebook, you definitely should. He made a big post about it. About the whole thing. I'll kind of sum it up real quick. Apparently, he injured his back in, I believe, a show in West Virginia, but then continued the next night to wrestle for Evolve because it was such a big match, such a big night. He definitely was feeling the pain, and from that night, he went in for, I believe, to see what was up. So he, from what I heard, it's looking okay for him. But yeah, send your well wishes to Johnny Gargano, friend of the Wrestling Mayhem show. Make sure everything with him is going okay. Just give him your well wishes because he definitely deserves it. Just to briefly mention here, I went to an event last Sunday, Anarchy Championship Wrestling's Guilty by Association 6. Amazing event. I'm not going to cover it completely. I'm going to write up a report and
ignore him. You're doing a good job, WrestleFan. A good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cookie?
I'm going to write up a full report and put it on WrestlingMayhemShow.com this weekend. Just to cover up. The only thing I will mention, I will say, you need to buy the DVD when it comes out, because if you ever feel down about your life, you ever feel like you can't do something, you can't achieve a goal, you just need to watch this wrestler in ACW named Just Willie. 280 pounds, did a tightrope walk moonsault to the outside.
Yes.
You need, and then
for
tell
me.
me that you can't do anything.
Can I?
I can't do that.
I can't do
Even-
Unless you
that.
could put a wheelchair on a top rope and, hey, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would.
I'm not saying I'm not applying it to doing moonsaults, but I'm just saying anything in life is achievable.
Okay, I'm going to try it right now, guys.
Okay, Bobby, I'm waiting. Oh, he's not gonna do it. Okay.
We'll just witness the breaking of poor Bobby's neck on live internet.
But definitely check that out. Like I said, I'll have a report on WrestlingMayhemShow.com about it. Go check that out. And I'm going to pass it over to Wheels because he's got some stuff coming up this weekend.
Oh, yes, I do. Ladies and gentlemen, who would have said 3 years ago that a company started with a bunch of goofy people? Someone might be in the studio.
And boy, were they
But-
goofy.
Yes. But anyways, and I'm one of them. We have our third anniversary show at RWA, Renegade Wrestling Alliance, this Saturday, January 21st. And boy, do we have a lineup for everyone there. We have a heavyweight title match between two former friends of Shane Valentine and the future Calvin McGrath.
I believe Calvin, formerly of the FCW training program for a bit.
Also, and he was also Michael Cole's security guard.
Oh, was he?
I wish he would have just banged on a cage. But also, we have a non-sanctioned match with the Steel City Prodigy, Ryan Mitchell,
Friend of the
who
show.
was also on WWE TV, getting beat up by Kozlov. And he will be going against the notorious Shane Taylor. That's going to be a barn burner from what I've heard. And we also have Joseph Brooks versus Jimmy Nuts. And Sorg messaged me earlier talking about the promo that Joseph Brooks put out. So go over to RWA Live, check that out, see what his comments were.
You just have to
Mr.
give
Nuts,
points to anybody that ends a video promo with their entrance music.
which was
I
awesome.
want to
Plays
see
them all.
Jimmy
I mean,
Nuts.
That's for Jimmy Nuts.
I think he's going to be my new favorite.
That's one of the pocket rockets I always told you about.
See?
Pocket Rockets.
The pocket rockets. Very sad. Very sad. But now one of them's in IWC, so I get pocket rockets in both places.
I bet you
That
do.
does not sound right. That's just,
Wow.
Let's just move on. But yeah, there you
We're
go.
gonna get
Just
that
make
up.
Wow.
RWALive.com. Go check them out. The DVD will be available next week.
I threw him out a little bit there.
Sorg
Yep.
likes pocket rockets in both places.
In both places. All right, is that all there, WrestleFan?
That is all I have for this week in indie wrestling.
About time.
Excellent. Oh, we're going to go to a little bit of gold. What's
Shit.
going on for this week when you buy that app? And I think we'll toss it to.
We're
to.
still $193 away. just so you know.
$193. Come on,
Let's
drop
go.
it in here by midnight. If you're here live,
You
and
have 3 hours to
you
go.
have 3 hours to go to get
Come
ChachiPlays.com.
$193. If
Come on,
you're,
people,
you don't
help
have the
Chachi
money,
out. If you don't, I'm sending Joseph Brooks to your house.
go tell the people that have money in your life to go give money to him.
Yes.
What?
You're
Yeah.
no, you're not
No,
giving money
yes.
to me.
Yes,
You're giving it to
You're
the
giving him-
kids.
to the
Donate,
kids.
no, reach
Isn't it- isn't that-
1,500 for Chachi Plays, and we will do the Wrestling Mayhem Show Indie Minute spinoff.
No, we won't.
No, we won't.
No, you are not attaching that to my name.
I put it out on
By
the
the
internet.
way, we're
which
going
means
to break
it's
here.
true.
Go check out some stuff and check out. We're going to play a music video from Basick
Yay.
Sickness.
All right.
I believe it. I think we're going to throw up inches.
I like that one. That's my favorite one.
That's
That,
a good one.
that was a great day.
You want to tell us a little bit about that video?
Yeah, I can tell you about the video. That was a hell of a day. Director Tom Larkin, phenomenal guy, phenomenal director. Got together all the folks from Faded Industry, Isaac, all that whole crew of people, and all the guys from PCP, the entire crew, Jesse Ricketts, and all those guys. And we basically put together a mock football game, and ended up just saying, everybody beat the shit out of each other, make it look like you're having a lot of fun. We'll put the music to it. We're done. It was a freezing cold day, though. I will tell you that. We had a lot of people there, and it was a blast. The worst part ever was playing out in the mud. If you watch, we have the cabinets out there, but I don't have my amplifier. We don't have anything plugged in. We can barely hear the music. I couldn't even move because my feet were so filled with mud and everything else. It was mayhem, but it was a great time, and I think the video turned out really well. And it shows. And then we got a pretty good. I think we got like 7,000 views or 8,000 views on it or something like that.
Nice.
But here it is, inches.
For a foot, for an inch, yeah, I fight for you all, is the truth, and I'm in, yeah, I fight for every breath that I take, and I fight for every step that I make. When you add up the inches, life or death, winning or losing is the difference. You are the witness, inches around us, every second decisions. Too slow and I missed it, fast and I skipped it, but I'm on time so I gripped it. If you are ready to die, then you will get this. If you're afraid of your life, then you forget this. I don't know what to say, but you got 1 minute to decide to walk or to stay. Slim is the margin of error, and you won't be able to look yourself in the mirror. Fight for that edge, no matter how far I come, I know I still got a step to take. Hold that sick, yeah, I do what I have to get where I got to. Eat dirt, that's sick. I've been called worse but better, so what can you do to me? Fight for that edge. This is more than a team, it's family, and I'll die for them. Fight for that edge. No matter how far I come, I know I still got a step to take. Hold that sick. Yeah, I do what I have to get where I got to. Eat dirt, that's sick. I've been called worse but better, so what can you do to me? Fight for that edge. This is more than a team, it's family, and I'll die for them. At the pavement, just for a starting spot, I am not one to play with. I demand top placement. By the look in my eye, you can see what you're faced with. Pure determination and a will to survive, which is my permeation. So I force my way in. This is skill, not luck, and I love what I'm making. Blood, sweat, and tears is what I live for. I will die to try, and then I'll give more. This is my whole life, and what I'm in for is the pride and the glory of a big war. It's bigger than me, it's bigger than you, but together we can make a difference, it's true. United we stand, united we fall. All for one for all, and we ready to brawl. Come on, for that edge. No matter how far I come, I know I still got a step to take. Hold that sick. Yeah, I do what I have to get where I got to. Eat dirt, that's sick. I've been called worse but better, so what can you do to me? Fight for that edge. This is more than a team, it's family, and I'll die for them. Fight for that edge. No matter how far I come, I know I still got a step to take. Hold that sick. Yeah, I do what I have to get where I got to. Eat dirt, that's sick. I've been called worse but better, so what can you do to me? Fight for that edge. This is more than a team, it's family, and I'll die for them.
No, I'm not.
You're just like, look, I have technology behind me.
I'm gonna turn it on like Rob did earlier.
I'm gonna have another drunken show, and then I'll let you run the show like I let LB that one time.
Drunken show.
That one time
that was the Mayhem, the Christmas Mayhem.
the Christmas
really?
episode.
He got pretty.
Away.
And burn it.
There it is, officially licensed replica at Sears.
God.
Sears.
Sears?
Wait, go back up to the bonsai tree.
Hey guys, we're back on the Wrestling Mayhem Show. It's time for a little segment we like to do every week called Remember When? Now this week we want to toss it to our guest in the studio this week, Basick Sickness. So you got to remember when for us.
Yeah. Remember when they had a tribute / benefit show for Mark, the referee Mark Curtis, I believe his name was.
Yes.
That night, I also remember that I jumped in front of Mick Foley's car and almost died. True story. True story. I think the year was probably 1998. I was completely obsessed and such a mark for Mick Foley and the whole Cactus Jack thing and everything that was going on with that. My buddies and I went to the show, and I literally ran out of the arena as fast as I could to see if I could meet Mick Foley outside because I had never met him. And I jumped in front of his car to stop him, which worked. He didn't hit me. I got to meet him, shake his hand, and then he told me to never jump in front of a car, like he was my dad or something. I didn't know whether I should be like insulted or but I felt great, that like Mick Foley came down on me for doing something, It was an interesting.
Scolded by Mick Foley.
I was scolded by Mick Foley officially.
The guy who jumped off of a 2-story house on the cardboard boxes told you not to dive out in front of cars.
Right.
Like, don't try that at home.
I should have called him on like really, like you're gonna tell me after the things that you've done to not jump in front of a car. Hey, don't jump off this 20-foot thing into a pile of thumbtacks. I should tell him that.
That seems like a bad idea, Mick.
I should have told him, don't try wrestling in 2012, but I don't think he would have listened. Don't keep wearing that flannel. Your ass is still getting bigger. Look, I love the guy to death. He's great. Yeah, he used to be great.
He still is, though. He's a great guy. Yeah.
He's a phenomenal. I mean, he's a great face for anybody in wrestling, anything, and he will put the right guy in the right moment, sacrifice his own self-worth for everything for the youth of the business, for the better of the business, and that's why he's so great. It's why he's such a legend. And I think he will go down forever as being a legend, whether or not I jumped in front of his car. He seems like an all-around great guy. Even the time that I asked him to sign my Mick Foley book as Cactus Sack instead of Cactus Jack, which he politely obliged to. He did sign it as Cactus Sack. But
Excellent.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because if there's anyone that'll play to the fans, it would be Mick Foley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, anybody else jump in front of a car lately?
No.
I almost got run over by Triple H one time.
Oh.
It was like, I think it was the first house show I'd ever been to in 1999 up here in Mellon. And, the crowds gather around where they always pulled in. And we were up like kind of by the road, and everybody kind of blocked the entranceway. And they, you'd hear a beep, and they come through, and I wasn't paying attention. And there's Triple H driving a minivan. But like I think like the what were they called? When Perry Saturn and Dean Malenko and all of them jumped over was around that time. The Renegades, the Radicals. Yeah. I think like a bunch of them were in the car too. So I almost got killed by a car that might have had Chris Benoit in it.
Huh.
And that's even funnier because he's probably practicing for his role as the chaperone. With a minivan.
So long he's practiced for that role, driving the minivan. By
straight to Walmart DVD. Straight to
Walmart.
Well, he knew about it.
Stream.
What's that, Bobby?
AJ and I saw Rey Mysterio without his mask on driving around Johnstown.
There was like one time we thought we saw Tommy Dreamer and Dormont for some reason. Like that looked like Tommy Dreamer. Does he know? And then of course there's LB who saw CM Punk jogging randomly on his way to work one day, and just honked at him and realized
there's Primo.
What's that?
Maybe-
Oh, yeah, there's Primo. There you go.
One half of the tag team champions, Primo.
Was LB on his
I
marching
trump
then
ball. I
too?
gotta say, I trump ball.
There you go. There you go. Excellent. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. Your death experience.
No, not a problem. Not a problem. If I can embarrass myself for the sake of others laughing, that's what I'm all about.
That's what they.
And for audio listeners, I was pointing at Wrestlefan because he looks like the Primo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's toss it to Mad Mike's Minute of Mayhem, and we'll get to the round table here.
Raise, motherfucker, raise hell all night. Get beat by the bouncer for starting the
Greetings, Mayhemers. It's Mad Mike here, once again with your Minute of Mayhem. And I know with the Royal Rumble coming up, it's one of my favorite times of the year, one of DJ Lunchbox's favorite times of the year. So I just wanted to give you 2 quick top 5 lists, which I guess makes it a top 10. But you know what I'm saying. The top 5 worst finishes in Royal Rumble history. Number 5, Yokozuna winning the Rumble. Now, it's not that Yokozuna winning was bad, but the way he won it was a little awkward when Macho Man hit the big elbow drop and then tried to pin Yokozuna. And then right after that, Yoko basically pressed Macho up and Macho had to flip himself over the top rope to the floor. The 4th, Austin's first Royal Rumble win. Not that we don't like Austin, but he was eliminated. The refs didn't see it. He came back in, and then it led to some stupid fatal 4-way where the winner of the Rumble never even got his WrestleMania match. It was a whole awful thing. I think it led to Sid versus Undertaker at WrestleMania, which is just bad. Number 3, Triple H, his big return in 2002, mainly because it was so fucking telegraphed that he was going to win the Rumble. Just made it awful. Number 2, any Royal Rumble where Hulk Hogan won. Because I'm sorry, Hulk Hogan winning doesn't do anything for anyone else. It just says, hey, look, Hulk Hogan can win the Rumble. Woohoo! And of course, the number 1, you know, there aren't many surefire things that you cannot botch in WWE. One of them is the finish to the Royal Rumble. And Cena and Batista both went over the top rope at the same time. That would have been bad enough for the number 1, but then Vince McMahon tears both his quads running out to the ring and botches it even further as he's sitting in the ring telling them to restart the match. Hilarious though this may be, it totally killed the momentum for the Rumble, especially since both those guys went on to championship matches at Mania anyway. Now, the top 5 best finishes for the Rumble. Number 5, Edge returning. Edge coming back, first taking out Jericho, then winning the Rumble was just awesome. Except for DJ Lunchbox, who got spoiled for him. Anyway, number 4, Canadian Wrestler X. Yes, believe it or not, he did win the Royal Rumble once. And the way he won it was pretty awesome. He was number 1, which they failed to acknowledge all the time. And the last person he eliminated was Big Show, and he eliminated him by suplexing him over the top rope. That's amazing. I don't care how many people he killed. It was 3, by the way. Number 3, The Undertaker winning the Royal Rumble, because it was him and Shawn Michaels as the final 2 guys, and they hadn't wrestled each other in a long time one-on-one, and that was just awesome. Number 2, Alberto Del Rio last year. Not because Alberto won, but because Santino almost did, and that made it so fucking cool. And number 1, of course, is what I'm going to pick, Shawn Michaels, with being thrown over the top rope by the British Bulldog, and only 1 foot of Shawn Michaels touched the ground. That was amazing. Well, this has been Mad Mike with your Minute of Mayhem, and I will have my Royal Rumble predictions next week, so stay tuned. Peace, bitches.
Holy shit, Wrestlefan.
You were having a dialogue in that.
I'm
chat
sorry.
room.
I'm sorry.
Well, first
I
of
was-
all,
Are
I
you
was listening to
banging
Mad
your fists on the keys?
Is
that how
killing,
angry you are
he
at-
is killing
first
him.
of all, before we're going to jump back to that with the Royal Rumble talk. But WrestleFan, what is going on in the chat room right now? There is a dialogue
I
happening.
don't want to talk about it.
No. What is this? What is this? It looks like, are you talking ROH?
I'm
Is
defending
there
you,
a
Sorg.
really good dialogue of
I'm
ROH?
defen-
Wait, who's defending
I'm
you?
defending you against someone named Sorg Hater.
There's a Sorg
He's
hater in
typing
the
a
chat
letter
room.
to his grandmother on a
Freaky.
typewriter.
God, these these MacBook keys cannot be quieter.
Ding!
And
He's typing up his resume because I fired him.
That's right. He's been future endeavor. He just doesn't
Yep.
know he's supposed to leave at this point.
Right.
But hey, thanks, Mad Mike, for the Royal Rumble list. What the? Okay. Sorry, chat room's distracted me. So yeah, the Royal Rumble's coming up. They're already having everybody coming out and declaring they're going to win the Royal Rumble. So
I'm going to win the Rumble.
and our
I know who's gonna
interesting
win the Royal
over-the-top battle royal match stipulations are popping up on every show. So are we getting excited for it, or is it kind of a drawback that it's not going to be 40 men again?
I just find it kind of weird. Because like it's 25th anniversary of WrestleMania, and they go from 40 to 30.
Yeah, it seems like they did it a year early.
They should
Yeah,
do
they
50.
should have done the 40 man this year,
hmm
and they'd be like, "Oh, 25th anniversary, we're stepping it up." But no, they're just
Does anyone else think that's a logistical problem they went back to 30? Like maybe 40 was too much to manage?
I think that's exactly what it was. I mean, with 40, you're getting too many guys with such a short period of time in between them coming out. You lack the getting excited for that one guy.
Mhm.
I think it was always better with 30.
They did a lot of interesting stuff, like when the Knicks all got in there and teamed up.
Yeah, that's what my
Nexus
said.
and Core. And all
He
that.
said it was needed last year because
Core,
of
whatever.
Nexus and Core.
Okay. So you think that's the sole reason they did something like that?
Yeah, because that's an extra 10 guys right there.
Yeah.
So-
And they were rookies at the time too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they had a big influx of talent with NXT Nexus Core, of course. They did announce a new stipulation. I didn't know this was a new one, that they've never had this before, because I swear we've seen this. Apparently, people that have matches that night can still qualify for the Royal Rumble.
Well, yeah.
those are
That's not new.
That's
Well,
not
they
new.
haven't
That can't be
like
new.
sometimes they could and sometimes they couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like throughout the years, it all depended. So it's, I guess it's kind of like finalizing it and saying yes, they can compete. In the match.
Let you know this is probably going to happen. Telegraph something's going to happen with that. So, and even as far as matches go, how many do we have announced so far? I think we have both championship matches for the most part. We got Punk and Ziggler with special referee Laurinaitis, Cena and Kane. I mean, you know what could be fun is we see somebody lose their belt and go right into the Royal Rumble and get their WrestleMania shot back.
Yeah, I can see that
I
happening.
think that it's either going to be that with CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they do it, it's going to be Dolph wins the belt, CM Punk goes right into the Rumble and wins his shot back.
Mm-hmm.
And then, or what I'd like to see them do is to completely screw someone out of getting a shot at WrestleMania by having Ziggler win, go into the Rumble still, and win the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be an
Because he
awesome.
has pulled double duty before.
Yeah, I think that would be an awesome angle to pull at this point in time.
Mhm.
Well,
Well,
especially
I can see them doing that with Punk. I can also see them possibly doing that with D. Bryan. With this whole thing
Bryan.
that's going on with Big Show. Maybe like,
Big Show, yeah.
well, I said I was going to go to WrestleMania and get my shot. Now I actually am, because,
They're not going to do it with Daniel Bryan. They're not. They can't do it with Daniel
Yeah,
Bryan.
it would be a long shot.
Well, I mean, I think it'd be great, but they won't do it with him, in my opinion, because they haven't turned him heel yet. They're going to focus on doing that probably right after the Rumble. I would assume.
They're kind of already leading to that.
We can all see it's coming. We can
Yeah,
all see that it's coming, but I don't think they would want to take the focus away from that. I mean, Jericho's in the match, right? Jericho's in the Rumble.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the shoe in to win.
What
right?
is Jericho going to do in the Rumble?
That's what I was going to bring up.
Who cares? Okay,
I think
who
He's going to
gives a
eliminate
shit?
himself.
I'm with him.
Who gives a shit with Chris? Okay, remember when he came back last time? No, nobody else does either because it was completely boring. Okay, it was completely
This is at least
nameless.
a little bit funny.
Funny because he's not talking. Because he's not talking is why it's funny. Listen, I love Jericho. I used to love Jericho, and then he became Rockstar Jericho, not only in character but in real life. And when people start tweeting, or wrestlers start tweeting, and you don't know what reality is versus what the difference between reality and fiction, and it gets to the point where I'm now annoyed with Jericho as a person. So when I see him come out, I just want to turn it off. I don't care if he's going to talk. I don't care if he's not going to talk. It just makes me think, why is he here? What is he going to bring to the table that he hasn't tried to bring to the table?
And you hurt his feelings, apparently.
Apparently. I mean, what is he going to do that's new? I mean, can we get somebody?
I don't know, but I don't
different?
think I've seen crying. So
Yeah.
Oh, the Big Show's crying.
on this level,
Yeah.
that's
I
true.
mean,
that was-
true. That's true.
That was good. That was
My
good.
That was.
fake girlfriend in my head.
Now the thought I had is, and I swear to God, if they do it, I'm just going to put a bullet in his head. Is have Cena win the Rumble
Please no.
and
No.
get a shot at
I
the
don't-
title,
No.
and then he's double main eventing WrestleMania.
Oh God.
Or does it become a three-way?
Ah,
Could we have less buys for
Maybe.
WrestleMania, please?
Pocket rockets in 2 places.
Is John Cena the Pocket Rocket officially?
Yeah.
Is he? I mean, he might be.
I gotta say, after last night, I love what they're doing with Cena.
Mm-hmm.
This whole, I like it. Him going ape shit on Swagger, and like I think Wheel said it in the hangout, almost decapitating him with the steel steps.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen.
That was pretty ugly. I like that.
Well, I
You guys
mean,
know what's going to happen at the Rumble, right?
they're
What do you think, Bobby? Then we'll go to Chachi.
Chris Jericho is going to come out at, like, say, number 20.
I will.
Something like that.
wow.
He's going to celebrate with the fans, not get into the ring until the last person's in there, get in the ring, throw them out, and have a feud with CM Punk at WrestleMania.
There you go.
I think
There you
that's
go. I
what's
can
going
see
to happen.
I
That
can see
would
that.
require Jericho doing something.
But
Can
that's the thing. That's
because
going to
I
break him
shut-
out of the doing nothing
Because I
cycle.
shut Raw off last night after he was tagged into his first match, did his whole point to the side of the crowd thing, and then he tagged Brian in and left. Fuck that.
Exactly. He's not going to do what.
Fuck that.
so he
I
gets what
went
he
to
wants.
sleep. At that point, I said, fuck this, and I turned it off.
I think really, you're just not going to see what's going to happen with Jericho until after the Rumble. This is all
I
the
told
build up
you.
to that.
I said it last week.
They're going to do something with it. I mean, in Royal Rumble, I mean, we don't see a lot of where things are going to go because we don't have explicit matches, but they do a lot of that kind of stuff in the middle of the Rumble, setting that stuff up.
Well, I said last week, we got 6 weeks of awesome fucking promos. Now we're getting 6 weeks of crap. I'm sick of the crap.
Okay.
I wouldn't say crap.
All right, let me. Granted, that the part where he walked into the room with John Laurinaitis, shut the light off, and turned on the coat was
That was
hilarious.
fucking amazing.
That was amazing.
That was
He's
funny.
having his moments.
But the rest is fuck that.
You know, I'm accepting it for what it is. Where am I at? I'm accepting it for what it is. I just want to see where it goes. You know, I remember last time you mentioned Jericho's comeback last time was really like a lot of build, kind of weak. Then he started going into the thing with Shawn Michaels, and it was good. It was cool
It could have been much better.
if he came in strong.
Right.
Exactly.
It was such a build up and then such a okay, nothing's happening.
It's
You know,
Jericho,
like-
and that's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And here he is being average.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then
Yeah.
that's a shame. That's a shame.
What's up, Chachi?
Calling timeout.
What's up?
Sorg Hater in the chat room responded with a
It's
simple,
freaky.
just stop watching.
Oh,
No, I'm not going to stop watching because I don't like one fucking thing.
yeah.
That'd be like
Thank
turning.
you.
That'd be like turning.
Let's turn around. What kept you watching when Jericho made you want to shut it off? Okay, you shut it off.
Chachi, I can answer that for
Otherwise-
you.
If I number one, I usually don't watch all of Raw
No.
the night of anyhow. I
No,
go to sleep.
This is practice.
Yes.
This is not a statement of what. This is just when you shut it off.
Yeah, it gave me a reason to shut it off. But were I to stay up, it would have been CM Punk and Daniel Bryan that kept me watching that match.
True.
Yeah.
True. And what got you going? What did you enjoy before that? Perhaps this.
Oh, that was amazing. I mean,
It was funny.
And I'm showing a picture of R-Truth and Pinocchio,
right.
of course.
We
I'm not even sure if that's PG.
The greatest quote. The greatest quote. We were all thinking it.
All right, you got the Crazy R-Truth. I mean, you have
What the
You have the Funkasaurus.
yeah, you got the Funkasaurus. You got this whole Zack Ryder, John Cena, Kane three-way. I mean, it's all there.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm not gonna turn it off after one fucking thing that I don't like.
Yeah.
That'd be like shutting a movie off because I noticed a glitch in the CG. That,
Yeah.
only a huge fan in movies would be able to pick up anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, one thing that kind of made me want to turn off Raw was Perez Hilton.
Oh,
Well, I just wanted to. I'm like,
For real?
okay, he came out and announced. Okay, they had barely a minute Divas match. Okay, one of the Bella twins pushed him, and now Kelly's waving her ghetto finger like she's fucking, in the hood. And then that was it. Like, what was the point of that at all?
It was a waste of time.
Seriously,
It was a
if
waste
Perez
of
Hilton
time.
wants to go on Raw. Go on Raw. Promote something. Promote your blog or something that you're doing.
That's it. There wasn't
What
even
was
a
the
tie-in.
point of him being there?
that entire thing right there, whether it's Perez Hilton or not, that is my biggest beef with the WWE right now, and it's been going on for 3 years now. I have had people come to my house every Monday for 6, 7, 8 years now. Friends of mine come over every single Monday. This is what we do. We watch wrestling, mostly criticize it. I get annoyed. I don't want to watch it anymore. I Facebook, I tweet. I don't want to watch it, but I watch it out of the corner of my eye. I listen to it.
It's a ritual. At this
It
point.
is a ritual.
and that's why we're still watching.
It is a part. It's a part of my life. It always will be part of my life, whether I hate it, love it. But the cardinal sin is waste of time, waste of my time, waste of time of the people who bought a ticket, waste of talent in the back. Everybody wants to look at good-looking girls. I get it. Nobody wants to look at Perez Hilton. Nobody wants to listen to him talk for no reason other than to say, "Hi, I'm Perez Hilton." I mean, I barely said what he did. Nobody knows.
No.
75% of people did not. Maybe 80% have no idea who he is.
I gotta say, I'm not. He's a blogger on TMZ.
He's a celebrity. He's a celebrity
He
blogger.
has his own
That's what he is.
blog, and he's
They didn't explain that. He didn't say who
Nobody
he is.
knows. I mean, nobody knows. And frankly, none of us care.
No, I don't.
And this
Your
is,
average wrestling
and
fan
like I
is
said, whether it's him or whether it's another celebrity or whether it's something else somebody's promoting, it's a waste of time. It takes the focus away from why we're trying to watch the show, and puts it on something completely different. I mean, and even the Worthless Divas match, if they would let them wrestle a little bit more, maybe they would be better.
No,
No,
we saw that at the house show. It gets worse.
gets worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with not doing it. Why don't they just put them in the ring and dance? That's what we all want to see. Get half naked and dance.
Funkasaurus.
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 I mean, just
Any
do it.
man who can make his back jiggle like
Somebody
he can.
call
that
my
just-
mama.
Everything,
Somebody come on.
everything jiggled, and they
Everything
acknowledged
jiggled.
it.
Yeah, they acknowledged it. Yeah.
Everything jiggled.
Well,
and
what
they
killed-
They acknowledge
good.
it by playing his ass jiggling in slow motion.
What killed me about the Funkasaurus is you can tell when the announcers have been told to push something a certain way,
Yeah.
and you hear Michael Cole, the heel announcer, come out of heel and go, "Oh, look at him! He's having so much fun up there, isn't it right, fans? Everybody listen! He's having so much fun." So they want us to have fun. Like I'm cool with it, but like, don't be so goddamn cheesy and obvious about it. It just drives me nuts.
That's true. It does. I will say, it looks like, for all we say about Brodus Clay, it looks like he's having the time of his life out there.
It does. It does.
I mean, if I was between two girls like that, I would be having so much fun. I don't care what I'm doing. But
There's
holy
times,
shit.
you'll listen to Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler, and you could almost tell they almost break character, start laughing at something that one of them has said. It's like, crap, what the hell did we both start laughing at that for?
Which is great. I mean, when people break character, when that happens, it shows you, the reality, and you're like, oh, this is real now. Like, it gets you into it. When Punk first started doing that, when you didn't know when he was on the air, when he didn't know if it was legitimate, you didn't know if it wasn't. How excited did you get again? Like, oh my God, wrestling is exciting again for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, even that little laugh when you hear the King laugh about something that he shouldn't be laughing about, it gets that a little bit of excitement. At least for me. I still get excited when that kind of stuff happens. It's something that's a little bit different and out of the story mode. I think that's what they need to do more of. They need to take risks.
And we got a little bit of that with Punk at the end.
Yeah. I mean, it was great.
Punk was so great at the end.
It got me pumped up. I mean, I was literally like, getting into it again, and I was like, this is great. You need to shake things up. It's the pipe bomb theory. You need to shake things up for something to change. You don't need to bring Kevin Nash back and have him hobble all over the goddamn place. I mean, you might as well bring Scott Hall back if you want to really laugh at something.
I agree with you. But
do it.
I say what they did last night. They tried something they did before. Because I was looking at that whole promo all the way to the end when Laurinaitis hit Foley. That was Austin McMahon. Austin was in the beginning because he was all pissed off for whatever reason. Vince McMahon was trying to be calm and just sit at ringside, be like the innocent bystander on commentary. And then Austin drove him over the edge. Mm-hmm. And he became Mr. McMahon, the crazy, guy that was going to do whatever it took to get who he wanted on top. Mm-hmm. That's what Laurinaitis is.
Yeah, but nobody. Slow build. It's been a slow build, really.
Yeah, but nobody has any respect for Laurinaitis, though. Mm-hmm. When Mr. McMahon wasn't Mr. McMahon, the corporate head, he was the announcer or the guy, more soft spoken. Like as the fans had respect for him, they had this that he was a more down to earth guy than Austin pushed him over the edge. Laurinaitis has been a douche since day one. I mean, maybe he really is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. I think the Laurinaitis thing is great. I think it's phenomenal. I mean, he's terrible on the mic, but the picking up the phone, the BlackBerry or whatever he's got, and doing the text every time, it's so key. I mean, it exceeds the douchedom that it could possibly be just by making him the biggest douche you could possibly want. You want to hit him. You want to hit him. That's what they want to do. And I think they're doing such a great job of making you want to hit him because he is such a douche. Mm-hmm. I think it's perfect. I think they should keep doing it.
He's in his own world. That's really what that is with the phones and everything. Yeah,
he should skateboard.
He's definitely better than Mike Adamle.
Yeah, there's that.
That.
But even at least Adamle, they started playing it up after he screwed up a couple of times. Legit, that was great. That was great. So some other news, like we alluded to, I don't know if it was on Gold or whatnot. It was on Gold. We have new tag team champions, and there's a lot of consequences.
Wrestlefan.
Congratulations!
At a house show.
At a house show.
I know this because they said at a non-televised live show, and then they showed the Raw house show set that we saw
in Pittsburgh.
If there's a camera at your WWE live event, shit's going down.
Yeah, there's no cameras. We didn't see any cameras.
This is the second time this has happened to the tag titles. They did it with the Godwins.
Yeah,
back in the Attitude Era. Yeah.
Every once in a while.
I don't get it. I don't understand why.
All I gotta say is if I get to see Rosa Mendes' perky tits anymore, that's great. Awesome.
That's a good time. I like it.
You can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at that at all. She's the star of that tag team.
This better be.
There's a tag team there?
Yeah, one of them is cornrows.
But if this starts to happen more and more, other than the once every 7 years, then I'm done. Because I am not going to pay attention to shit that's not on TV to find out that someone else won the belts.
It's hard enough keeping track.
Right.
I'm surprised you hate indie wrestling. I'm shocked.
I'm really surprised, Chachi.
So, I mean, screwed that.
Well, there may have been a reason as to why this happened.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. And, I guess I'm doing it.
Go ahead, Rizz.
You started.
It's time for the reveal.
Today it was reported that Evan Bourne, after 2 weeks? 2 weeks of his 30-day suspension.
Put the bong down.
It's another 60-day suspension from the WWE.
Damn it, Evan Bourne.
Damn.
Step away from the water bong.
Guys, we had a guest. That's right, Bobby. That's a good visualization. We had somebody on the Google Hangout that was like doing a bong right on camera for us.
It kind of looked like
I think it was Evan Bourne visiting us. I'm pretty sure now it was Evan Bourne. He was like, "Fuck
Bobby,
it,
I don't get it. Why would Evan Bourne do this?
Because he's fucked up.
Bobby, why would he do this?
I don't know.
You're supposed to say because he wants to leap.
Wait, what was that?
Shaking finger.
It looks like
it's a no-no.
Yeah, that was
a no-no finger.
That was a no-no finger.
That's Kelly's ghetto finger.
Oh, what I said earlier today. Yeah, R-Truth gave him some poppy seed muffins. Quack, quack, quack. Because he's a good R-Truth.
Wow.
That's a shame.
Wow.
That's a shame though that this is going on with Evan
But
Bourne
congrats
now.
to Wrestlefan.
Hey, congrats to me.
If you've had 2 violations this quickly, there's probably a third coming at this point.
Well, I heard
turning into
Evan
Jeff
Bourne
Hardy
released a statement
quickly.
about it. If I can find it. Okay, yeah. He released on Twitter saying, "Sorry, y'all. Sometimes we become our own worst enemies." So I don't know. Hopefully, if the first one didn't snap him into gear, the second one's hopefully will do something. If they don't fire him,
Did they say what it was? Like what he was in trouble?
apparently,
What drug?
allegedly,
Or-
it's the fake marijuana
Oh, right.
because that's what the original one was for.
I see
See,
TNA in his future.
Yeah, but it's not even real weed.
Well, because they don't suspend for the real pot.
Exactly.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. What?
Well,
Wait,
I'm
what?
confused. I tried to research this. I don't know if they don't suspend for the fake pot or do they fine for the fake pot or I don't know what I think
They obviously suspend for his fake pot.
I think
Yeah.
you're smoking
suspend
pot.
for fake
You
pot.
are
but
smoking
I think
pot
they
right now.
only fine for real pot.
You're looking kind of hazy up there. Are you?
I'm confused.
Are you
I'm
experimenting
confused.
in college there?
Are you on a wacky tobacco?
I don't know. Hopefully,
Smoking them tweeds.
I just because I've heard these different reports and I just don't know if like it's different. Apparently there is some difference between like what they do with real pot and fake pot in the WWE.
Yes, one is
apparently there's some
legal,
difference.
one is illegal, and that's. I
Well,
think that's
yeah, but I mean, like as far as suspension goes,
We need a weed
Apparently
expert.
there's some
That's it. We
difference.
need to find a weed expert. There's got to be
So-
one out there.
Sonic
We should
Screwjob
have
is
talked
right.
to that Google Hangout guy.
That's exactly it. Well, next week
Yeah.
if he pops in, we'll ask him. Listen, what's the difference between real weed, fake weed, and suspension policies with the WWE? Go.
well, he really can't do anything because his car burned
Like,
down.
Somebody ask Evan Bourne.
There you go.
I'm sure
There you
he's
go.
been scolded over it.
we
So-
may have Sorg. I know this is like sort of
Please
recent.
shut up.
We may have some news in sweaty dick punching.
What?
Oh,
Hold on, Chachi's got something here.
Okay,
So,
Joe, go
yeah,
ahead, Chachi, and then
Sonic
we'll get to
is
the sweaty
right.
dicks.
Good Sonic.
It's thanks to Evan Bourne. Kofi is going back to the Jobber's Den now.
Yay!
Because now that
I don't know.
Now that he's not in a tag team, he's gonna get squashed by Funkasaurus next
I
week
don't
on
know.
Raw. No, watch. He will next week.
No, Rizz
Next
made a good
week.
point. I think you made the
No,
point.
because Zack Ryder is not the champion anymore.
Mhm.
Jack Swagger is. So maybe they're building a Kofi Kingston Jack Swagger match.
No, not gonna
That
happen.
could be. They had a good run of them with the IC belt or something before, I think.
Well, that was Ziggler, but I don't know. I like
Oh,
Swagger.
yeah.
good for Swagger. You know, at least he's not a comedy act
No.
anymore.
Next week on Raw, Kofi Kingston gets squashed by the Funkasaurus.
And his hose. I'm
And
just glad
his
the dancing
nose.
train's back.
Maybe they'll make him a miniature Funkasaurus, like a. That would be
That
great.
would be
amazing.
amazing.
I mean, they're not going to do anything with him. If he crushes him, then he like brings him in. He's like a miniature Funkasaurus. They're dancing together. Bring back Brian Christopher. And
It was too cool all over again.
you just call it 3 Cool. I don't even know. I mean, I think let's bring him back the gimmick. Just tell Kane to be Isaac Yankem. He could come out. The Goon.
Bring back
all of them.
Kurgan.
See,
Hell yeah, Kurgan. Why not? You know,
Fucking bringing it in.
Sonic agrees with me. He's
Yeah.
already burned through Kurt and JTG. I mean, it's Kofi's turn. Someone's got a job to play each week. Or else this gimmick is just going to fail. If they don't send someone out the job, it's like feeding the bears at the zoo. No, it's like feeding the bears at the zoo. All right? If you don't feed the bears, they're not going to come out of their caves. And therefore, people aren't
If
going
you
to...
don't feed the Funkasaurus,
Right.
Yeah, like,
they're
So-
going to come
so
out of
the-
the funk cave.
So the bear won't come out of the cave if you don't feed him. People will stop coming to the zoo if the bear's not coming out of his cave.
And the Funkasaurus
Did
won't come
anybody-
out of
did-
Planet
Did
Funk.
anybody see the Botch Spot comic where it was
Yes.
Vince McMahon calling
Yeah.
NASA to get a wrestler from Funkasaurus? Therefore, they made up Funkasaurus like
Planet Funk.
Planet Funk, like they did the moon landing.
But so if there's no one to job for Funkasaurus, Funkasaurus is going to stop dancing, they lose all the kids.
And
I
then
love
they'll
how they
have
just
nothing.
we're just calling him Funkasaurus
Then
now.
then they have nothing for the Funkasaurus, and the Funkasaurus gets future endeavored, and the Funkasaurus becomes the I don't know, the Brodus
Fossilsaurus.
Plesiosaurus over on TNA, some
Right.
stupid name because they can't get
Exactly.
Funkasaurus,
Yes,
and it's just worse from there.
it'll
Yeah.
be bad.
They got a good amount of jobbers here. I mean, they can pull
They
some
could use
stuff.
Moonwalk.
Dance Ceratops.
Dan Ceratops.
Dan
That's it.
Ceratops, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh
So,
wow!
yes.
You know what's other news?
Kofi has to be fed to the Funkasaurus. That's my conclusion.
Okay. You know, in other fantastic headlines in the wrestling industry, Mark Henry and Batista hung out over the weekend.
Ooh,
Wow.
yay!
I think they had tea.
Let's talk about something relevant.
Thank you.
Yes.
Two of the slowest, most
interesting.
boring wrestlers of all time.
Hanging out
Hanging
at a
out.
Wu-Tang show.
Wow.
Wow.
He like rap
Mark
music.
Henry and Batista,
Another thing that used to be relevant that is not relevant anymore.
Oh,
I
Hey,
apologize.
Mark Henry and Batista ain't nothing to fuck with.
I can say that from
Well,
here
Batista
legitimately
is now,
in the
'cause
studio
you
because
see
I'm
him
safe.
now.
there you go. There you go. So there's that. Also, speculations: WrestleMania 29 should be at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and 30 was supposed to be at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, but the Dallas Cowboys have come out and said no, we're not going to do that because they have basketball or something.
Wait, I thought 30 was supposed to be at MSG.
That was the speculation, but and this is of course from an article over at WrestleZone.com by Justin LeBar.
Wait, Mad Mike says.
So-
Oh wait, what?
What's that?
I thought Mad Mike was
I
saying.
know,
this
I know. The Cowboys one has been debunked, but has the Giant Stadium or whatever MetLife Stadium
No,
been debunked
no.
as well?
Vince stated that they want to have WrestleMania in outdoor arenas.
Mhm.
It's a smart move.
Field.
They will find some field to have WrestleMania in.
Exactly.
Field.
So I mean, so MetLife and stadium and
Fields.
everything is
Right.
still a possibility.
Right.
So I guess
Fields
we'll
and
find out at WrestleMania when they play that commercial like they
Yes.
always do.
Right.
So
Announcing the next year.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Dude, that'd be cool.
But yeah, if they, I think that'd be. It's in New York. I said we wanted to go to the next New York one they do. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. And considering, you know, and I was wondering how much prices were going to be for tickets. I wound up on StubHub.com. You can get nosebleeds for like $35 for WrestleMania this year.
wow.
Yeah. Well, then the
That's
nose.
worth it.
That's because the nosebleeds at a regular WWE event are much different than the nosebleeds at a WrestleMania.
This is true. This is true. I will probably be sitting back there and still stealing it on Justin TV so I can see what's actually going on. Like I did at that one Raw show where I was in
Oh, look, they're
restricted
down
seating.
there. Oh, they're doing something.
Yeah, there's something happening. I can't see the screen. That's okay. I have it on
I
my
think
iPhone.
that's Johnny Curtis. I can't tell.
No, it's Brodus Clay. How did that? What?
What?
Oh no, it's just AJ.
Did Karma return? What?
AJ, what's he doing down there?
I don't know.
Anyways,
Who was
but I
that?
look forward to that. I hope it is in New York, and I look forward to heading that up. So, hey, any reason for Mayhem to take Manhattan again, right? So, and also we were speculating last week about Ric Flair being part of the Hall of Fame, even though he's in TNA. Press releases by WWE look like he's gonna be there again,
That's interesting.
and
Yay.
potentially get a second ring. So.
He's
They
gonna
hold
start
probably
collecting
sell
rings
for
like he
alimony.
did belts. He'll be the 17-time Hall of Famer.
17-time Hall of Famer. It's like I'm in the Hall of Fame for being myself. I'm in the Hall of Fame for being part of the Horsemen. I'm in the Hall of Fame for that time I won the Royal Rumble and the belt.
Yes, the Carolina Hurricanes.
Evolution.
I'm in the Hall of Fame for being an
What
evolution.
else?
Yeah,
And then John Cena will quickly start catching up to him.
exactly. And for some reason, Triple H will just stop at 13, but still squash everybody. Yeah.
Triple H will be the first one to be in the Hall of Fame for being in the same faction twice.
There you go.
Because they'll put in original DX, and then 2 years later they'll put in DX Do. The
I don't
sequel.
think
Yes.
that
Part
one's
two.
going in the Hall of Fame.
I don't think it should.
No. I
It
mean,
won't.
it was a fun time, but no.
Now do you put NWO in though?
No.
What? Yeah, that's kind of the same problem you have with I don't know. I don't think there's any group that beats the Horsemen. Like you
Right.
give the Horsemen, and there's a really like going from Horsemen to any other group would be like going from Ric Flair to Coco Beware in the same show. Wait a minute.
Hey, you leave Coco alone.
Wait a minute. But
You got
no,
a bird.
seriously, it's kind of that thing. Coco deserves to be there. A guy named Coco deserves to be in a Hall of Fame. But yeah, with groups, I don't think you can play with that. Like this is kind of rounding it out with the Horsemen. Maybe Ric Flair doesn't get a ring. Maybe he does. Maybe it's like the Horsemen was so important and great that maybe we should just give him another ring. But who else can you really say that to?
You say that to the oddity's face.
However, I do have some news
Okay.
No one cares.
about that. They interviewed Ole. They tried to get Ole Anderson,
hmm
and he declined.
Apparently, he's very bitter.
Yeah,
About
he's
what?
a bitter old man.
Apparently, everything.
Give it a Mongo. He'll take it.
Yeah, give it the Mongo.
Yeah,
give it
He'll fucking run with it.
I mean,
Travel
just
there,
gave everybody that's been in the Horsemen for 5 minutes,
Besides that one wrestler,
except for a certain wrestler X
That we can't talk
that we
about.
are not allowed to talk about. But I don't know. I think it's right. It is a little weird. They're getting kind of a replacement of Barry for Ole, but circumstances and such. But the Barry probably deserves it too. I don't know. I don't remember that part of the
Barry? Oh,
Yeah.
Wyndham. Okay.
Barry Windham.
Harry Windham.
Barry. I thought Barry went. Okay. Yeah. So,
he
okay.
was-
Barry on.
Sure, he was a jobber when he came to WWE, but
No, I know.
You mean the
I know.
stalker? The
So
stalker?
it's Flair
Stalker?
on Barry.
Barry Windham was the stalker. Yeah.
maybe what was this?
You don't know the stalker?
No.
It was during like the whole when Goldust was very popular. There was a guy called the Stalker. And he was wearing all like face paint, like a camo face paint. He would poke his head out. You really don't remember that?
I wasn't watching WWE then.
Oh, he was stalking Goldust. It was terrible. He wrestled like 3 times, and then he turned him into the Blackjack. Him and Bradshaw were the Blackjacks.
Triple H versus the
Yeah.
Stalker
That's
Barry
it.
Windham.
The
Hold
Stalker,
on, I'm
Barry
gonna have it up
Windham.
here in a moment.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
It was terrible. Terrible idea.
Hold on, 30 seconds. I got a commercial for some movie.
So I'm confused. So it's Flair and on Barry, JJ, and who else?
Rick.
I said Rick.
Tully Blanchard.
Maybe
Yeah.
the
Oh,
last
Blanchard,
thing
that's
to
it,
come.
that's the other
Tully
one.
Blanchard. That's right. Then they'll get another Hall of Fame for being the Brainbusters in WWE. There
Yes.
you go. There you go. All right, now that
Oh yeah,
movie-
Lex. I forgot about Lex.
Lex Luger. Sting, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
was in there for 5 minutes, I'm told.
Was Kevin Sullivan in there for 5 minutes too?
I'm almost
I think so.
certain.
How about
I thought he
Pillman?
was.
Ryan Pillman.
You
I
know,
like to see
Yeah,
Pillman get
Brian
it.
Pillman.
Pillman, that would be
Pillman.
something.
Yeah,
I'm-
Pillman should get one.
I'm
on
kind of
his own.
surprised
Fine, so,
Pillman
yeah.
hasn't at this point. Here he is, the Stalker. Wow.
Oh wow!
What the fuck? What's with the mustache?
How far he came from the Horsemen.
Solid snake.
Apparently. He is. He's in camo. He has all black face paint, but he has a blonde beard.
That's something.
And he's fighting Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And I presume this is on. Yeah, I think I saw the
The
Raw
blue
set.
blood.
And by the way, Stone Cold. Fun fact: Stone Cold Steve Austin is at ringside commentating. Yep.
Okay, then.
This guy in the ring here in your screen is getting.
I would be
He's
fine
getting
if
a
I
Hall of
never
Fame
saw
ring.
that ever again.
It looks like he's only trying to grab his crotch.
I remember now.
Stalking
why
the crotch.
I wasn't watching wrestling then. It,
Yeah, I missed this part.
I had to buy cable for that.
They brought
anyways.
DDP in as a stalker too.
Yes, they did. That worked out just as well.
Yep.
That was a good time, though. The beginning of the alliance,
Yeah.
no, not even the alliance, the WCW stuff, where everybody showed up. I remember the night where the ECW guys, like
That was the best part of it.
The new ECW guys showed up, and the guys that have been in WWE that used to be in ECW were there and just turned around and joined forces.
That was when I
pretty
thought it was going to be awesome, and they just ruined it.
The
They
reveal with
ruined it.
DDP, the first time Booker T ran in on a match, it was. I mean, there was so much potential there.
hmm
I think one of my most favorite moments was when Booker T was doing an interview, and all of a sudden Eric Bischoff walked up and says, "Hey, Book," and Booker just turns and goes, Tell me I did not just see that.
Yeah. When Bischoff came, like they had a good stuff. They, at least they made up for the alliance by stringing out everybody else showing up, like when Ric Flair popped up, when Bischoff popped up, Goldberg, yeah.
No, let's not go
Scott
Goldberg.
Steiner. I mean, but then it was down for a time there. WWE was like how we criticize TNA now, because you would show up, and just because you were like an old WCW guy, you got a title shot eventually. Goldberg, Scott Steiner. I mean, that was. I'm sure if Sting showed up, it would have been right into the main event thing, and that would have been it. So I mean, there were some dark years there in the mid 2000s when they were trying to capitalize on all that stuff. But yeah. Oh, apparently everyone from Jim Crockett Promotions was a Horseman. They don't get rings.
All of them.
All of them. Every single one.
And so does David Flair.
And David Flair.
Oh.
When was David Flair a Horseman?
Well, what about the referee, Lil Nate? What's his name?
Lil Nate?
Charles Robinson.
Charles Robinson. Yeah. Lil Nate should get one.
He should get
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think he was a horseman. I think he just hung out with Ric Flair when he was going crazy.
That makes you a horseman, right?
Sure,
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
Remember when Ric Flair checked into a mental asylum?
That was the great.
Oh.
And then, wasn't Roddy Piper there for some strange reason?
No, Scott Hall showed up.
No, Roddy Piper locked himself in Alcatraz. That's what that was. I'm telling you, I have the word. Roddy Piper locked. No, that was WCW.
I think I remember seing that.
I don't. He locked himself in Alcatraz or something until WrestleMania when he was fighting somebody because he was so angry.
Was it WrestleMania or WCW?
I don't remember now.
I think that was a match with Hogan.
No,
I don't recall.
I think it was Starrcade because remember Piper came back as the ref for Bret Hart Goldberg.
What?
And he was acting all crazy and shit.
No, I think it was when Piper was wearing the Icon shirts, the ICON shirts. Not nothing. I remember what that means.
Then because I remember that was the biggest thing. This is the big bait and switch that WCW did.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I got back into wrestling. We got cable. It was when the NWO happened, and it was all great up until the Piper and the Sting stuff. Even the Piper stuff, they had the match, the big build up. They're like, who's the Icon? It was a big match, and then Piper beats him, and nobody told us it wasn't for the belt.
Yeah.
It was.
What the fuck was that?
It was like the night Piper came out and was like, "I'm going to beat anybody that comes out of the back," and he I think 6 guys came out and he destroyed them all. One, interestingly enough, was Bill Goldberg before he was.
And and he ended up teaming up with them. They did some kind of tag team thing.
The WCW made so many mistakes when they were on top of things. They made so many mistakes. Dennis Rodman, the No Limit Records. Things that I wish I could wipe from my memory.
Yeah.
These are things
I was looking at a site where they were recapping old stupid WCW shit.
Is
The best was Hogan Sting, Starrcade '97. The match ends with I think Bret Hart counting the pinfall because Nick Patrick was incapacitated. The next night on Nitro, they say that match doesn't count.
After
Bret Hart wasn't the referee.
And
that was the big Sting going into the Crow thing.
They built.
So they have a match. They have a match on Nitro, and it cuts off before the end. They go, we're out of time.
Tape machines are rolling.
When Sting starts getting his thing, and then the next week, J.J. Dillon's like, "Yeah, we're holding the title up and having a tournament."
I posted the Piper goes to Alcatraz video in the thing.
You're a coward.
Yeah, it was really horrible because I
heard the reports was because Hogan didn't want to put Sting over.
Yeah, after they built for it for a year and a half, they had the
he's like, nope, not gonna do it.
It was the best timed out, longest running build to a match, and they did this. That's how they got all the ratings because they had a great build for 2 years and then just coughed it all up and nobody cared anymore.
We're $140 away from halfway.
$140?
$140.
$140 away from Chachi in a dress.
Chachi in that dress.
Go to ChachiPlays.com right there. Make your donation. $140. Make it happen.
If someone from the chat room goes and donates $140 right now, I will send them an autographed copy.
If somebody from the chat room goes and does it now, will you take a new picture?
Sure. Why not? Yeah, I'll take a new picture.
A new picture.
Yeah.
New
There we
picture.
go.
Wow,
All right.
wow.
And
Let's
have
get
a
a fresh
picture
one.
It's from the chat
before
room. Can
and
we
after.
tweet this? Can we tweet this?
No.
Yes.
It'll probably get tweeted anyhow without me agreeing to it. So,
Well, Sorg, if we're going over news items, can I drop one in?
Sure.
The news item about CM Punk being banned from walking to ringside with a UFC fighter of his, a buddy of his. You know about this?
No,
yeah.
no.
I tweeted this today actually and tagged CM Punk to see if he would say anything. But he was supposed to come out with a UFC fighter, and I don't follow UFC, so I don't know anybody. But he was apparently denied completely from allowed to be going to the ring by Vince McMahon, direct orders, from what I hear. So I don't know if it's work or what, but
Especially after the thing with Undertaker. Maybe it's because of the thing with Undertaker.
it could be. That was mentioned in the article that I read. I think it's complete and utter bullshit. No reason for that. I mean, you can only do good things for the company, especially building up to WrestleMania. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
someone just told 2 of his friends that if he makes it 24 hours without tweeting, they have to donate money.
Oh, really?
Wow.
That's an interesting way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Sorg, I must ask you,
Yes.
what do you think of WWE 12?
Yes, I did play it today. Apparently, everybody got the message, huh?
Yep.
I was a little worried going into it because I kept looking at the videos and it just didn't seem too impressive to me, to be honest. And I heard about they changed a whole bunch of stuff. I honestly haven't played it since the 2008 version that I purchased. So I was like, I don't know if I want to learn anything.
The story is messed up.
The story is interesting.
Yeah.
So I did play a little bit. I was stuck for a while because I couldn't figure out how to progress past the first part where you're Sheamus beating up John Cena.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, the Y over the other guy's head was for me and not them.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what threw me.
That throws you off
But-
in the entire game.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes,
it does.
because-
you don't know exactly what they're asking for. Go beat this guy up and
Because-
get him up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
They usually have like a little bar underneath
Yeah.
that tells you, but then it randomly doesn't appear,
Yeah.
and you don't know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's just it's questionable sometimes, and I understand what they're trying to do with the attempts to make it more of a storyline and do different things. Like then you get in this 6-man tag match on like the second episode of Raw that you do, and it's like they your first goal is to wear down Miz, not beat him, not do anything else, just wear down Miz. He does a tag to do a thing where Wade Barrett isn't getting tagged for some reason, and then your thing is to defeat Jack Swagger, which I about beat him, and then it goes into a cutscene where they get into it with Wade Barrett because they're building up the bragging rights. I don't know why, because bragging rights has been around for over a year, but yeah, this is the kind of stuff you deal with here. I kind of like the WWE Universe mode where you just sit there and go through matches for some reason. Because as I explained, I usually just kind of do a creative wrestler and wrestle as him, and it kind of gets boring because I'm just one guy and don't learn the rest of the people, but that's my own tendencies. But there's so much stuff you can do with this because it sounds like everything is customizable.
It's just so random.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean,
It is.
Money in the Bank match, and it starts by saying, "Oh, we can down so and so," and you do that, and then the next part is hit all other guys with your finisher, while stopping them all from trying to climb the ladder instantly and grabbing the briefcase.
Like I remember when they would have those. Like when you do that, like maybe once a match, that's fine. But when you're going all through the steps of how you're supposed to do a match,
Yeah.
that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah,
I mean, you're right now. You're in that early stage of Sheamus. It gets even crazier. I mean,
it's more of a game to play through than it used to be. Before it was just kind of like you can do random stuff with this, and there's the Road to WrestleMania mode, but it was really kind of random. It wasn't clear how you get certain storylines. Play as this guy and do this, and you'll get to this point. It was like this weird branching thing. So I mean, it seems like it's more streamlined because it's just like what you play as Sheamus, you play as Triple H, and there's the stories. There's not really much divergence out of it. Is there? You either accomplish the goal or you don't.
Yeah.
Which feels like a step back, but there's a step up in the presentation going on here at the same time. And even when you're doing universe mode, where you're just going through all the matches, random stuff like these cutscenes keep happening. Like they introduce Brock Lesnar if you keep just running through it. You know,
Yeah.
it's just it's interesting. It's interesting.
Well, it's giving people incentive to go through all the modes possible.
Exactly.
So
And I mean, the story, it's good because, I mean, you're getting, like, somewhat the unlockables of, you get Starcade, you get Nitro, you get this great story of WCW back in there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and you're getting weird ass unlocks too.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
I finished the WCW one. It's freaking weird.
Like, I mean, and this I'm not gonna say spoiler alert because it's been past the 30-day mark since the game has been out. So,
Yeah.
but in the first scenario, it's the villain story.
Mhm.
You form a faction called the United Kingdom.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which is cool. And you get 4 unlocks for showing up the night after the pay-per-view on Raw with all the belts. And all it is those characters in dress clothes.
Yeah, in suits and
like
stuff
Evolution
like that.
style.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. I don't know. It's fun. I think it's a worthy purchase. I'm glad I finally did it. And now I know we're talking about now several months after it's been out because I think most of us have gone there like by Christmas or something.
Mm.
So I know Silent Ninja. He's already had it. He's created a few of us. I know he's created the weekly features.
Nice.
He's created a
R.I.P. Remedy.
Yeah, R.I.P. Doc Remedy, of course. He's already got WMS ring. So I think we're going to start getting that stuff together because a lot of you guys have it too. So,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should buy it.
so
The funny thing is like that universe mode is. Last night I did this. I took out Raw and put in my own created brand show.
mhm.
On Thursday, when it's usually Superstars, I put the WMS Mayhem show. So there's no more Superstars. It's Mayhem,
Nice,
and then Friday is SmackDown.
nice. Hey,
And I mean,
My problem
it's
with
great.
this, I like the idea of WWE Universe mode.
mhm.
But like you can't get out of WWE Universe mode. Once you're there, you're stuck.
What do you mean?
Like I can't figure out how to like. It's hard to like do just a regular exhibition match without it affecting like something to happen in the universe mode.
Really?
I've seen that in previous games. Maybe it's different. But
I mean, you can do exhibition matches. I don't know if you set them as a title match. I think that's going to change stuff. But I know somebody. I think Chachi were you mentioning some creative wrestlers? Maybe it was Matt. That was. If you have a bunch of creative wrestlers, they'll start showing up in that mode as well.
Mhm.
So I mean, yeah, everything you do within the environment of your game will kind of push into it, which is interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah, because I created a tag team, and it was funny. As soon as I got done making a tag team,
Mm-hmm.
I put their music, put the entrance, all that, everything, went into universe mode, and the first match was them against each other. I'm like, huh?
The first thing I did was go through, change a couple of guys I knew were on Raw or SmackDown now, and then I created Airborne as a tag team. That wasn't in there.
Mhm.
So
And now
little
you
things like that.
And now you're-
Now I have to split them up again and have to do a whole angle
For 60 days.
There's no wellness.
Thanks, Evan Bourne.
Thanks, Evan Bourne. Yeah. It's
But I do like that
good.
the created entrance mode, the entrance
Yeah.
video mode. I do like that.
I
just wanted to
heard
point that
Creative
out.
Arena is really good. I just wish, like, I think if they're going to step it up for next year, with Creative Arena, I was kind of sad that you can't change the stage.
Yeah.
Like it's
I
the
agree.
same stage, like the same WWE style stage. Like, but you can change the ring and you can change everything like around it, but
Yeah, you can even do your own Titantron, but you can't change that stage.
you can't change
setting.
the stage. It's I found that kind of weird.
Yeah. But I don't know. But I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. So we'll see what comes from that. So anything else we want to hit on this week before we head out of here?
Uh,
Not that I can think of.
That'd be a no.
All right.
Rizz, what did you learn from wrestling this week?
We're starting with me now? Oh,
Yes,
shit.
you
I
are.
figured.
Let's see, what did I learn? I learned the best way to watch a Perez Hilton match is watching it while watching Twitter feeds of Cranky Vince. Because it was until 11:14 p.m. that Cranky Vince found out that Perez Hilton was gay.
I love Cranky Vince.
Wait, he's gay?
All right, Bobby, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned that it's a bad idea to eat a poppy seed muffin before you take a drug test, and that we should pray for AJ. Not from Pittsburgh, the other AJ.
Hey, we didn't even mention that.
AJ Styles?
Yeah.
No, the other
Yeah.
AJ.
The girl AJ.
The female.
My
sex
AJ.
AJ.
WrestleFan,
Mine.
WrestleFan, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
Mine. Okay, it's actually about that. I learned from wrestling this week. I find it really interesting that they've turned this Daniel Bryan Big Show storyline into a Of Mice and Men storyline. When Daniel Bryan comes out on Raw, it's like, Big Show is an uncaring monster who should be. Didn't he say like he should be like exiled or something?
So Big Show should come out and pet a rabbit now.
Pet a rabbit. Yeah, it's amazing,
fluffy.
and I wish AJ the best. I'm going to be sending you soup. I will be sending you a big,
What kind of
bouquet of
soup?
flowers, and I
Yeah.
hope you get well soon. I love you.
Aw.
Shows in
He
men.
wants to be inside you, AJ.
He's gonna
Yeah.
he's gonna send you some cream soup, AJ.
Wheels, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
What did I learn? I learned that fat men should not jiggle every part of their body because the camera will play it over and over, just so you see every inch go jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. I
Yeah.
will never
The,
eat
Kool-Aid Man,
strawberry
he's- yeah,
jello
Jell-O Man.
again.
Sonic Screwjob learned that AJ isn't very agile. Mad Mike learned that Daniel Bryan clearly doesn't know women etiquette because you never reveal how much a woman weighs. Apparently,
95
AJ weighs
pounds.
95 pounds.
Stated
95
several
pounds.
times.
Sonic learned that AJ appreciates WrestleFans' love. Thank you.
Sorg, what did you learn from wrestling this week?
Oh no, my titles weren't right for that. I wasn't ready. I learned that if I want to, I can go and apply, thanks to Craigslist, to be an on-air announcer with the WWE. Thanks to Mad Mike, I believe, that
Right.
posted this. Right there, Stamford, Connecticut. Did you know WWE
That
is one of the
looks
most
legit.
popular brands of global entertainment? Has an immediate opening for an experienced professional on-air announcer. This person will be the face of WWE's live event promotions. There's a little sample of a script. WWE's
If you
coming to
apply,
you.
will get murdered.
What's that?
If you apply, you will get murdered.
Yeah, that looks so legit.
I mean, it's Craigslist. How more legit can it look? You know, I mean,
Nailed
it's black and white. There's not much to it. You know, based in Stanford on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and will require travel approximately once per month. Yeah,
That's
there you
huge.
go. I think WrestleFan should try it with his voice.
I should.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything that gets me closer to AJ.
There
I
you
think
go.
we got Chachi left.
No, we don't. Rick, what'd
No?
you learn from wrestling this week?
What did I learn from wrestling this week? I learned that no matter how much lipstick you put on a pig, it's still a pig. And what I mean by that is Vicky Guerrero, no matter how big her tits get, how much they come out, she is still a gross pig.
Oh, you were lucky.
Oh.
DJ
She does
LB
help her.
isn't here.
Who's-
to hear
who's
that.
this?
You're lucky. LB isn't here to hear this.
Is this guy like her?
He had a boner all night last night.
Oh, she is just the most gross human being. Looks like her skin is falling off of her face.
Okay. When she was laughing at Mick Foley,
Yeah, that was
that was
great.
the most
Yeah, that was
hilarious.
great.
It was funny. I don't want to look
Yeah.
at her. I'll listen to it. Well, I don't want to listen to her either. But she's gross. Period. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Excellent. Oh, there's Chachi.
Crotch.
Chachi crotch.
Chachi
Crotch,
crotch.
crotch.
Chachi, what did your crotch
Yeah,
learn
good
from
job.
wrestling this week?
Oh, my crotch learned from wrestling that I went to bed as soon as Jericho hit the ramp.
Mad Mike agrees that she has great tits.
'Cause that is some bullshit.
Yes. All right, and on that note, chachiplays.com. We still at 140?
We're still at 140 away.
$140.
And we have an hour and 25 minutes.
Hour and 25 minutes. Get it done. Tell your friends. Find some money. Take a collection.
Steal a
Rob your
car.
grandma.
There you go.
Dig in the couch, Chachi.
There's nothing in the couch.
Here, Chachi. Here's 10 cents.
Rick, your stuff?
Sorry. My stuff. BasickSickness.com. At Basic Rickness on Twitter. Hit us up. Download our albums. Come out, see us play live. New album coming out in the next 3 to 4 months. BasickSickness.com. Thanks.
There you go. Check them out. And thanks for contributing the
Of course.
track, of course. And anybody else got anything to promote there? Wrestlefan.
My
WrestlingOfTheShow.com.
Can't ask him.
As I'm-
He's been future endeavored. Moving on.
Oh, yeah. How about you, Wheels?
Well, you got a show this weekend. Third anniversary show for RWA, Uprising 4. Come check it out in West Newton, Pennsylvania. There's a lot of excitement and surprises coming to our fans.
This will mark the first Sorgatron Media production of a wrestling show.
Yes.
So excited for that and Chachi's first show.
I'm sick.
Oh, come on, Chachi. You gotta come. I gotta torture you.
Chachi, do it for Wheels.
Yeah, come on, do it for Wheels.
How can you say no to that face?
Can I be on stationary cam?
No.
You're a dick.
No.
Oh, so you're gonna be really close to Shane Taylor.
Rizz.
We need to discuss my pay rate.
Rizz does Rizz things.
I don't have anything to plug.
No. Bobby
So just
does
pass.
Bobby things.
My Skyrim Tumblr.
Oh, yeah. Skyrim Tumblr.
Yeah, today in Skyrim.tumblr.com.
There you go.
Get out of the way,
I
bitch.
do things there,
Get out of the
funny
way, bitch.
stuff.
Get out of the way.
Get out of the way, bitch.
Woo, bitch. Get out the way.
Again, hey, if you want to join us here live.sorgatronmedia.com every Tuesday,
Oh, no, not
8:30 p.m. Eastern. You can send an email, though, to...
Good times.
That's much better at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. And
better.
hey, you can also hit us up 412-206-WMS0.
We know the number now.
Download the app. Follow us on Twitter at Mayhem Show. Like us on Facebook. Join the open group. There's plenty of discussion going on there.
I stopped following the group.
Shut up.
You suck. You're fired.
You are not a contributor. And hey, we're on Google
So
Plus
it says
as well.
contributor here.
Subscribe to us on iTunes. Subscribe to us
The
on
real-
Blip
re-
TV,
yeah.
on YouTube. We're at all those places. You can watch us on your Xbox if you subscribe to us on your YouTube.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Lies.
I've done it.
Lies.
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 And that's it. Thanks for Rick and the entire crew. This is Sorg. Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait.